Thank you, Sangram, for bringing me up. So it's an absolute honor and privilege to be speaking here today on this platform. And it's a proud moment for me as well, as I will be bringing up today's wellness champion. So a couple of lines about me. I am Abhishek and a marketing and sales professional based out of Bangalore. And for the past 3 years, I am also a health and wellness coach with W2 community. And I have been guiding a lot of people in transforming their health and also reversing their lifestyle disorders. So today we have one such amazing transformation story. His name is Arijit. And I have been working with him for more than 6 months now. He has worked extremely hard, and he has also been a huge source of inspiration to many of his friends and colleagues. Hi, Arijit. So it's been an honor. Yes. So, I would like, Arijit to speak more about it. And so, Arijit, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Abhishek, and thanks to the WQ community for giving me this opportunity and bringing me up here. So I'm Arijit. I'm currently based out of Hyderabad. I work for MNC Bank as a vice president, and I have been associated with this program for a little over 6 months. I think things were not great probably end of last year, and that is when I happened to meet Abhishek, and ever since it has been a great story which we are going to share in the next few minutes or so. So that's about me.
Right. So I remember we met around January end, I believe, more than 6 months back.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the audience, I would like also to mention that Arijit is my brother-in-law, my cousin sister's husband. And I had gone to Hyderabad for our personal work. And during that time, I had met them. So that's when Arijit mentioned about his, health situation. And Arijit, so could you please, relate your health situation during that time which you had, told me?
Yeah, actually, I knew that I had gained weight, and I was not feeling probably the best of health, because I think these two things kind of go hand in hand. And as a matter of annual check, I went through a full body check and all, and I had the report which a lot of the internal parameters, more than the external weight, and there were a lot of the internal parameters which were not in line with what it should have been. Like my HBA1c was showing pre-diabetic, absolutely on the margin. My low density cholesterol was very high, way above what it should be, and things like I was having some skin issues and stuff like that. So maybe mild acidity issues. So these were the things which were probably the internal things, and I was kind of overweight by easily about 20 kilos. So on the whole, I was feeling slightly lethargic and all, and obviously my body agility and all has kind of come down, and what not to have, and how do I go about it. And I think probably it was God's design, and you happen to come to Hyderabad, and we meet and we talk, and we then kind of take it up from there.
Yes, I clearly remember you mentioning that both your parents, you have a strong history of diabetes in the family. And you mentioned that you would not like to end up to having medicines for the rest of their lives like they have. And that's when we decided to get started.
True.
So did you have any, for the sake of the audience, if you would like to share, like, did you have any thoughts before getting started on a program like that?
So Abhishek, it was slightly easier for me because since I knew you were close to me. But then I have otherwise seen a lot of other, this transformation programs, and this kind of, to my mind, I thought these were stories, or probably these were photoshopped and all. So those apprehensions were always there. Those mental uncertainties were always there. But I think since you were there, I knew that I could share all my problems with you, and probably you will acknowledge my difficulties if I get into one. Uh, so I was pretty confident since it was you, and I also knew that you are in this practice for some time and you have established yourself to a greater degree. So I was kind of comfortable, and probably that helped. And I never looked back from the point I started, because it always started on a positive note, and it kept on just getting better. So I had a really good, and in fact I should say incredible journey towards towards a healthier life. And Abhishek, am I
Right.
audible?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Your voice was a little bit, breaking between. So Arijit, now it's been like more than 6 months now. So I remember your transformation journey as we, got started. During the beginning, like most of us Bengalis, we have, a lot of when we, go to someone's house for invitation and all. I remember that during your case also, when you went to your hometown, you had a lot of invitations from different relatives. So you remember mentioning that during that time your progress was a little bit slow, right?
Yeah, true.
Yes. So when a good thing is like you mentioned,
So I think,
you had, yes.
please continue. I can respond. Yeah.
Yes, Arijit, you had also mentioned that you have learned to pick up those habits which we had discussed, right? So how to keep your
Yeah.
meals balanced and all.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, once you get to your hometown, it is probably things at home are a little easy because your parents, your family understands. But once you go out to your extended family, or maybe with friends, everybody says that it's one evening or one lunch. How does it matter? And that is how you can think. But then I think by the time it was already a lifestyle change, and I could understand that then these are the parameters within which I should operate. And because I was already getting the dividends, the early dividends of having a good lifestyle and keeping things on the balance. So obviously the progress was little stalled. I would not say stalled, but slowed down a bit. But then I think I kept on with the process. So that was a learning. And I think every week that I would meet with you, you would kind of guide me. Those were very instrumental and kind of help in my keeping my motivation levels high. So, but then I think that largely it was lines in between. So I guess those habits and your good suggestions and your words of encouragement helped me kind of stride over that period. So that was really helpful. Yeah.
Yes, I would also like to inform the audience that Arijit had been consistently following it even when he was on vacation in his hometown. He used to check with me related to any different food habits, and some he had hybrid mode of working. So those days which he had to go to office, he always shared what are the foods available in his cafeteria and what could be the best combination possible. So I was able to guide him when he shared those food plate pictures and what changes needed to be done. So I'm very proud and happy that Arijit has been following it so very well. So Arijit, now after during the process, I also remember that after 3 months, although your weight was sufficiently reduced, but we remember that your HbA1c there was not much difference. I mean, yeah, even after 3 months, so it was the blood glucose level was more or less at similar. So there, I remember we had
Yeah.
stuck on our for that for some time.
True. Very true. So I think that is when you kind of, we did an interim blood test, and you looked into the report and you reflected upon. And I think you took help of your very learned WQ community, mentors. And I think with all your knowledge and expertise, you came back, you kind of slightly modulated the thing that I was doing. Maybe things like, I was having a lot of carrot as part of my salad intake. So probably you advise that it should not be more than twice a week or maybe once a week. So those little fine tuning happened, and I think now maybe another 3 or 4 months from that period, HbA1c is way below, and things are very much under control, and I'm non-diabetic. I mean, it was pre-diabetic, now it is absolutely non-diabetic zone. So thanks for that. Thanks for taking care of that and fine tuning things, which always helps. So once again, I think kudos to your coaching aspect and the way the WQ program is designed. So I would really appreciate that.
Thank you for following that routine. So I remember your progress was going very smoothly, and your weight loss was happening very smoothly as well. On that month which you went for your hometown, the progress was a little slow, but you did not gain weight, which was also good because you had figured out how to keep your meals balanced with by adding having salads first, vegetables first. That combination you had figured out. But when we hit a rough patch regarding HbA1c levels, so this is the complete transformation after 6 months. So I remember we had to make a few adjustments to your lifestyle habits related to your nutrition part and your exercise part. I had to make few changes to that routine also, which is recommended for diabetic people, the different exercise variations, which I recommended you to do.
Absolutely.
Right. So after your transformation is complete, so I believe you have getting a lot of compliments from many of your friends and colleagues as you walk into the office, and they have been asking for your suggestions also, I believe.
True. So I have been lately for the last few months, I've been spending a lot of time where people have been asking, how did you do? And because we gather every day, so it might happen that one colleague of mine might have met me after a month or so, and in that 1 month there is some more vitality that has come into the body, or I have looked slightly sharper in terms of the way things are. So I think I mean, more than the compliment, people have been curious. People have been trying to understand how things have happened and how and what could be done. And people have been asking about WQ and Abhishek, you yourself, where people have been asking as to what else you've done, how can I reach Abhishek, or where is it, and what is the background. So a lot of queries, and I had to kind of try to forward all of them to you, and probably you did a session for our bank also. So thanks for that, and that's the amount of kind of people getting back to me and asking, and probably they themselves are contemplating, and few have, I think, already joined your program. So that is how it is.
Yes. So I would like to inform the audience that I have been invited from Arijit's team, from his bank, to do a health presentation for their team. So it was a short session for only their set of people. So it was around 60, 70 people. I did a webinar related to lifestyle disorders reversal, especially for their team. So Arijit, now after your transformation is complete, could you give a estimate of what are the key points which you would like to predict for your successful transformation overall?
Yeah, I think first thing I would like to say that since I have been part of only this one transformation program, and previously I was only talking to a doctor or something, not a proper nutritionist. So I cannot really talk about others, but for WQ I can say that this is a very well designed program. The outcome is not something which has come by default. It has definitely come by design, properly designed, well thought out, well managed program. So I can definitely recommend this to people who are listening or who may want to refer to some of their closer associates. That's one part. Plus Abhishek, obviously, you have been a very thorough guide, a thorough coach who has been aware of things and who have reflected upon things and thought and maybe at times discussed with your seniors if required, and you have come back and have got the results. And I think from my side, I wanted to say that, it is all about perseverance. It is all about sticking to the schedule. You might have one day where you might have breached a few things. So not to take a lot of disappointment from that, but carry on with what you have been doing. Say if you have done 6 days a week, a correct thing. One day you have kind of probably gone over and above and probably eaten more or broken your schedule. Never mind, come back and on the 8th day I think you can start afresh. And it is all about perseverance. That would only help, and it's not a one day or a 1 week or a 1 month thing. It's how you do over a period of time and stick to your schedule and food and timings. So it is all of the ingredients of this program individually play a part, and all of them are equally important and needed to be given its due. So then only I think things will kind of happen. Yeah, but only a very well designed. I can only appreciate, because I have myself benefited and I have felt your life has been after that.
So very beautifully explained, Arijit. So, right now, I believe you have been enjoying this, lifestyle habits right now. You mentioned during the program also, you are enjoying everything. Even when the lifestyle modification was going on, you said you are enjoying it thoroughly, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So I have been enjoying this from the.
Yes, go ahead.
So I have been enjoying this. So I have been enjoying this from the very first day. I mean, I somehow never had a problem transitioning from one mode to the other mode, because I thought it was so well designed, and it was in such a structure that it never made me feel that I am doing something different. I thought I was doing something which was probably is what it should have been. So probably I was rather off track. I was already on track, and things are kind of designed to happen. So I really appreciate.
Right. And you are having balanced life right now. I believe sometimes when salad get missed, you really miss salads also sometimes.
Yes. So nowadays I have a craving for salads. So I really miss my salads if I don't get on a particular day or during a particular meal. True.
That's a good transition, being pre-diabetic and having craving for sweets to craving for salads, Right. So, Arijit, any takeaways you like to have for Arijit? Any takeaways you would like to give for people who are thinking about starting their transformation journey, or have just got started and still have some doubts?
That perseverance or persistence with the program is very important, because we at times tend to lose hope and tend to lose our belief in the process at times. So it is all about coming back. That's the first thing, and the second thing is that I mean, as I said, this program is really well kind of well designed. So I can only recommend to people, and I would also say that there might be some costs involved. So because we are grown up adults, we at times think that there is a family. If we are spending this much on ourselves, then how are we depriving of? So that's a mindset we kind of we regular people kind of have. But I would suggest that if we don't take care of ourselves at an earlier age, I'm 43, so I would believe probably that's a good age to take care. Maybe better if it's slightly before. But as it gets late, I think it becomes more and more difficult to kind of come back and come back to shape and come back to your fundamentals that well. So I think if things are not taken care of in time, it might end up one having even worse health situations, so which might be even more costlier, and so which will not help somebody financially or health wise. So I would suggest that, uh, so a connection like what I had with Abhishek earlier this year was, as I said, so it was God's design to kind of help me, and I think it would be really worth getting into the program, and utilizing it for own benefit, and don't forget to persist. I think these are two things I would like to say.
Thank you for sharing your story, Arijit, and thank you for being with us and being our wellness champion. So I'd like to inform you that Arijit has already started inspiring a few more people among his circle of friends. Like some of his friends and colleagues have already started their health transformation journey with me, and I've been working with them. And very soon, in a couple of months, I'm sure I'll be having few more wellness champions with their transformation story as well. So thank you for being here, Arijit, and back to the host.